Hello everyone, making a video about this curious item in front of you that you can see here. I bought this, I think it was 1 or 2 months ago now, and finally getting around to making a video about it. If you have never seen one of these before, that's not really anything unusual. Most people have never seen one of these before, which is actually why I am making this video. So anyway, a bit of backstory. I picked this up at my local flea market, and it came exactly as you see it here, along with its original storage box, which I've got just sitting here. I'll just here we are. This is the original storage box, as you can see. And what you're looking at is a real historical curiosity. This is the Moldacot Perfect Pocket Patent Portable Sewing Machine. It's from 1886. It is the world's smallest portable lock-stitch sewing machine. And this was, to put it mildly, this was a flop. A bit of history. This came out in 1886. It was made in London. It was made in England. And at the time, it was advertised as the latest and greatest thing to hit the world of sewing machines. Now remember, in the 1800s, sewing machines were very expensive, very pricey, very desirable objects for the home, and for dressmakers and tailors and anyone who was trying to make a living using fabric and sewing. So when this thing came out, everyone thought it was going to be fantastic. You could have this tiny little thing. I mean, this is, let me see, it's about 8 inches tall from top to bottom. So yeah, quite small. You know, you could put this easily in your suitcase, in your handbag. You could carry it around. It's really small. I mean, just, you know, like this, you can get an idea. But the problem was, it was such a terrible little machine that it never really took off. And as a result, within 2 years, by 1888, this thing had completely died off. It was a complete waste of money, waste of time, waste of resources. It never really worked properly, and as a result, it's actually quite a rare machine today. I mean, it's such a weird little machine. It's hard to say even how many of these were manufactured. There's no reliable historical records, there's no company records, there's nothing that you can really look up. But anyway, how does this thing work? Let's have a look. What you would have to do to get this to work, if you could get it to work, because it didn't really work that well, is you would unscrew this, you would take off the screw, you take off this, and then sitting in here you would have your little reel of thread. Then the thread goes through here, through the tension discs, through here, down, through there, then in here would, let me see, where is it? Then in, if you can believe me, in there would be the needle, so the thread would go through there. And then this is the presser foot, so you would raise this like so. You put your fabric in this way, the foot just pops down like that. And then how it works is every depression of the plunger is 1 stitch. Like so. Now, I said this is a lock stitch sewing machine, so that means it has 2 threads. One is up here, the other one is right in there. I'll see if I can actually get it out and show you. But in here is the world's smallest sewing machine bobbin. Let's see if I can get it out. There it is. There it is. Just hold that in place with my fingers. And let's see. You can just see, there it is. The world's smallest bobbin, which is a little brass thing, little brass circular thing. And then the shuttle is the thing around it. And so that just pops in there like that. And then this comes down. And then you just, you would screw it back with this. Now, you can automatically see one of the big problems with this machine. That is, the bobbin would hold almost no thread at all. So you would be refilling that thing every, I'd say every few feet at best. So yeah, that's the housing for the shuttle and bobbin in there. And so yeah, like I said, world's smallest sewing machine. This is officially the world's smallest sewing machine. And it was such a commercial flop that within 2 years it was dead. And so if you can find one of these, if you can, because they're pretty rare, I would suggest you hold on to it, because they're just such a curiosity. And I just wanted to have the chance to show it to you and show you how it works. I mean, this thing, it literally comes with everything that a full-sized machine came with. So you have the tensioner, you have the take-up lever, you have the foot that goes up and down, round the back here, this little screw. Believe it or not, this is the stitch length screw. And like I said, bobbin and shuttle. It's all complete, basically. And yeah, so like I said, along with the machine I also had the box. So this is the box here. It's just then around the front we have here the Moldacot patent sewing machine. Then we have the nice picture, and then you can see how big the thread reel was that would have to sit on top. It's absolutely tiny. And then if we open it, in here you can see all the, see if I can get the light just right, all the instructions, so you could never possibly lose them. And then in here is where the machine would sit, in this L shape here. And then in this little cubby hole here is where you would put your bobbins, your thread, your needles. And then some models came with a hand crank attachment slightly later. This one doesn't have a hand crank attachment, but if it did, it would sit in here as well. So that's that. And there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this curious little contraption. And hope you will come back again soon. I've always got other stuff which I will be making videos about. And if you want to read about any of the stuff that I collect, that I restore, then feel free to visit my blog. There's a link to that in the description below this video. Thank you very much for watching, and feel free to leave comments, leave ratings, anything at all. Thank you.